Hey guys, it's Rep. Yes, you read the title right. It is Toram Online time. That guy. Um, Originally started off as a smartphone game and it actually got released over here on Steam for PC. Now, normally, smartphone games have been notorious for being, lackluster. I mean, I played ones like Elemental Knights Online and you can get to the end game pretty fast. But Toram Online is a different beast. Um, there's so much to it that I didn't even realize until I actually really getting into it. Now, I played Dungeons and Dragons Online because of the complexities of the enhancements. So you can make your character very custom. Um, you're not going to be the same as everybody else, and there's always that element of, can I make it better? Can I do better? Can I make my character exactly how I want it to be? Torum falls into those spectrums, or into that spectrum. But before we get started on here, let's go ahead and give things a look because, well, things are a little bit off on it, on the system requirements, I think. Also, if you find yourself liking this game but you can't get it running, which would be weird because the requirements aren't that high, you can always play it on Android, possibly iOS or even on PC. So let's go ahead and look at the store page real quick. Alright, they released it in 2021 on PC. It's been mostly positive. And here's some things you want to take a look at. Um, More than 500 billion combinations available. That seems like a lot, but I think there's some validity to it, considering all the things you can, basically make yourself be what you want to be. Now here's the part where it gets interesting. System requirements. On the low end, it wants Windows 10, which is to be expected. It wants a Core i3 8th generation processor. I have a 3rd generation processor. Let me check real quick. System profiler. Yeah, I have a 3rd generation processor. So that right there, that's off. But then again, I do make my systems peak performance. So, it wants 8 gigabytes of memory. Got 16 covered there. It's saying the graphics, they want at the minimum GeForce GT 1030. This is also where it gets weird. Because, let's go to Passmark. This is a 1030's Passmark. 2485. You can do DirectX 12, and it's not top end by any means or anything like that, but it's not, what do you call it, Intel, built-in GPU. So we have that there. This is my card, Quadro M3000M. I'm at 5501, so my card is about essentially double what they're asking for requirements. This is also where it gets weird because this 1030 is what they want. This is what I use. When I use my system and my card, I'm only using about 34% of the GPU. Only using about 15% of the GPU. Now, when it actually does top out, I might get like 40% GPU, 40% CPU. But it's only using a half gig of RAM, and that stays pretty much consistent of video RAM. And it only uses 3.7 of the system memory. And it always stays in peak performance. There are spikes, but not very many of them. So that being said, it's built for a smartphone. They transferred it over. They made controls for it for your keyboard to work with it. I don't think they're system requirements are accurate. I think you can go much lower, so if you have a lower end system, I mean, I am going to find out today when I put it, because Steam is now in for Chromebook. So we're going to try Steam on Chromebook. My wife has a Chromebook. We're going to also try this game on there. And if I can get Mango HUD working, the little stat chart there, I will get working and we'll find out, you know, how much it's actually using. So, this is from Play Store, 10 million downloads, editor's choice, 4.5 out of 5 stars out of almost, it looks like almost a million. So, there's all that. Alright, enough of the tech speak. Let's go ahead and get this closed out, fire it up, and I'm going to show you guys some of the things that make this game interesting. So far, I did put a lot of hours on it. And I have been constantly rebuilding my characters because, you know, skills cost money. And you start off with a base skill, and then you go and buy the ones that you want. And then you also need to buy them in levels, like level 1, level 2, level 3. And money can be hard to come by here, unless you do a lot of farming. And even some of the stuff you get to drop aren't tradable, so. Alright, this be my guy. Let's go to Starter Town real quick. And just give you a breakdown on my character. I'm built around strength, but I'm a caster. There's a reason for that. But that, you know. I bought level 2 magic skills, but I started off as a caster, so I was level 1, so I had level 1 already. I bought support skills for the heal. I bought shield skills for the shield skills. And I bought battle skills for the defense. So this is my own version of a character. Now, let's go ahead. Switch characters. I'm going to create one so you guys can see what your starter options are. So next. I'm going to start off with a sword based on strength, bow based on dex, staff based on intelligence, knuckles based on agility, halberd based on strength, katana based on dex. Those are your starter ones. Once you get your starter ones, you know, selected, you go through a little bit of intro quest. You go down this way. You got the smith, where you can smith some gear. Synthesis. Smith. Synthesis. Where you can, I don't know really how that one works. Make potions or something like that. Then you go down this alleyway. Go to the library. You go into the library. Talk to dude. You can learn combat skills, so weapons. You can learn all the weapons that were in the starting, plus some extra ones that, if they're not unlocked, they unlock eventually. I'm a level 68. Let's say you want to use more than one weapon, you can. However, your skills are weapon dependent on most of them, but some of them aren't. So we go to buff. You got shield skills, dagger skills, knight skills, hunter skills, priest skills, assassin, wizard, guard. More of them unlocked later, I think. Then you have assist, survival, support, and battle. See, so you aren't constrained to being cookie cutter. You can do multiple things. You know, go back here, you can learn other skills. You can learn how to smith, learn how to make potions or synthesize. You can even tame pets. And then you can make them fight for you, like Pokemons. But that is essentially how you get more skills. Now, as far as I know, there's only one place in town to sell your stuff. Well, sell your trash gear. But if you're looking just to buy and sell from other people, go to the consignment board, open that puppy up. You can register so you can sell your things on there, or you can buy items. Change the category. Say I want to look for a new shield. Okay, search. Some of these prices are ridiculous for a basic buckler. Those are ones I'm guessing wanting to make money fast. You can go down here, you purchase it, goes right into your bag. Every once in a while you'll have some high level people put on some really good gear, not bucklers, for cheap. So if you come back here and look around, you might find something really good. Like this guy. 262 armor. I think I bought that for like 15. I managed to save up enough to buy that. That is nice. Because, you know, I don't like getting hurt. So I'm building this guy to, you know, take less damage. And it's working out pretty good. And then I farmed that shield. And that one was a gift from the event. Max hit points. I had a cast speed on there. That one I bought on there because of the resistances and everything. I put that on my tank. That's another aspect I need to talk about. And then this one, stability. That's for my staff because it's only 60%. So it means damage fluctuates. It can go from 100% damage to 60% damage. With a little stability on there, it's going to be 100% damage to 70% damage. So that's also something to consider. Now, I have made multiple characters. So I go into here, on the switch characters. This is one of the characters I built before. That's the one I'm using now. If I'm out there fighting, I can use a company button. Make them either a increased damage, a damaged attacker, and increase base attack power and damage dealt, or make him a defender, increase max hit point and defense, and he also gets aggro. Boom. Now I have a portable tank, and they will get hurt and they will get knocked out, and eventually they'll get back up. But this means I'm not required to be in a group, even though a group is easier. This actually just makes it so I don't have to worry about it. So we've already talked about where to get your skills from, where to get some player guilds. You can actually craft it in the blacksmith if you get all the materials. We also got your starter store over here. Edge. You can buy items like heals, teleports, some upgrades, pet cage for if you want to do taming. You can also sell off your trash gear. I don't have trash. Oh, there's trash gear right there. Hit that. Sell. There you go. Now you also get storage. Go to withdrawal. There's all my stuff in storage I save for other characters. And you can Also deposit it in there. Deposit. Okay. Now, the max level that I'm aware of is either 200 or 240 or something like that. I don't know. I haven't reached it yet. I'm only a 68. If you take a look at the world map, the starter area, you have lots of places to go. Pretty big storyline. I mean, you're not going to finish this game in one day. This is going to be one of those games that, yeah, I keep working at. Alright. Also, too, if you're out in the world and everything, you want to get back here. Teleporting back to the city doesn't cost you anything, which is a nice plus. You just got to find it on the map. Once you finish chapter 1, you can talk to this guy here. One of the guards. There's a challenge dungeon. This is tower defense. Already used up all my tokens to be in there. So, but you want some really good experience really fast, this is the place to go. If you have the tokens to get into there. Also change the difficulties and so on. Storyline will take you through different bosses, and let's go to the one boss I know. The bosses start off really easy, and then they start to get harder and harder. There are ground effects that tell you where the monsters are going to attack with their special attack, which is nice from a strategy point of view. So you're not sitting there and getting surprise attack. I mean, if you watch the isekai animes, this seems like one of those games that would be an isekai world that you get dropped into, because, well, it's really isekai-ish, I guess. So if you get to the point where you're stuck and you need more levels, you can always challenge the old bosses again that you fought already, and you can grind out some experience that way. This here is the third boss that you fight. I'll show you an example of that. Let me bring out my tank. Company, defender, boom. Let him draw aggro. Okay. He starts up at level 21 difficulty. You can crank that up to 31, 41, and 61. That's what I'm going to be doing because I'm a 68. Now keep an eye on the ground because I'm going to do a lot of special attacks. If I hit tab, target, take tab off, start my cast. See the round on the ground. Those are my spears going to shoot them. Build up enough for another spear. Oh, I don't know. Get out of the way. Give you another spear. I should say lance. Fires 3 of them off. It's a really nice skill. I don't have really great magic damage, but I have enough to make a difference, especially when that thing has like a 700% damage increase. Alright. So, you're not limited to how many times you fight them. That was a really good experience. And if you get into those heavy fights and you have a heal skill, my tank will take damage, get knocked out and everything. If I click on his name, it gives you the options on how you can heal him. I have mini heals, so I'm gonna press 2. Boom, heals him up. So I can get back into the action faster. Now he will heal over time. It's usually pretty quick, but if I'm in a hurry, and I have the heal skill, I can heal him. So now we got that. The further you get in, the harder the bosses get. You have to change your strategy. You may be like me and find yourself having to rebuild your characters constantly. So it is a fun process. It is a fun game. It is very in-depth. Give it a shot. Can't do it on a computer. Do it on your phone. Do it on your tablet. You might actually have a lot of fun with this one. Okay, well, let's see. This is Rep signing off. You guys have a good one.